This video provides a brief overview of qualitative description and looks at the theoretical and philosophical approaches, samples used during research, data collection, data analysis, and the outcome of the study. Qualitative description is the method of choice when a rich description of an event, experience, or phenomenon is wanted. This method is great for describing lived experiences and aspects of experience of health and illness. Qualitative description is described as the least theoretical approach in qualitative research, meaning that when using this approach, the research is less tied to theoretical and philosophical approaches, unlike methods such as grounded theory or ethnography. Qualitative description follows a pragmatic or naturalistic inquiry approach. Researchers study something in its natural state or as close to its natural state as possible. As Sandalewski stated in her 2000 paper, the goal is a comprehensive summary of events in the everyday terms of those events. A point of confusion for defining qualitative description is that in many cases it has hues, tones, and textures of other qualitative methods. What differentiates qualitative description from other methods is the outcome of the study, which I'll talk more about in a moment. Qualitative description is based on existing frameworks, knowledge, or linkages from other researchers within the field of study. In other words, much of the background information and direction of the study may come from other theories and frameworks previously studied. This does not mean that the researcher must stick completely to previous theories, but it provides a starting point or guide for discussions. Researchers are able to be flexible in their commitment to existing frameworks, knowledge, or linkages. The sampling methods for qualitative description include using any purposeful sampling techniques. It is also important to use maximum variation sampling to ensure a broad insight into the subject matter is achieved. Qualitative description uses semi-structured, open-ended interviews that can range from minimally to moderately structured. These interviews can take place individually and/or within focus groups. While these structured interviews may be more structured than other qualitative methods, the interview structure and content is still modified throughout the course of the study as themes emerge through analysis. Researchers using qualitative description are interested in the who, what, and where of the experience being studied. They look at specific occurrences of events and may also look at documents and any other pertinent materials related to the topic of interest. Observational data, such as what was done, nonverbal responses, and interviewer responses, may also be used to help describe the data collected. Data is collected until saturation is reached. Qualitative content analysis is the most used method for data analysis of qualitative description studies. This is a dynamic approach. After each interview, the researcher writes up a summary of the event. The interview is transcribed verbatim and checked by the researcher. Field notes, observation, and any reflections are incorporated into the notes. Codes are systematically applied to the data after each interview to accommodate new patterns and insights from other individuals. Data are sorted for similar phrases, emotions, beliefs, experiences, and values that can help identify themes and patterns. These themes and patterns help shape the next interview, and the process continues. Qualitative description may also use quasi-statistical methods when analyzing descriptive statistics collected either through emergent themes within the interviews or other types of documents and pertinent information collected. These types of analyses allow the researcher to understand the frequencies and means of the data collected and also the latent content of the data. Qualitative description lends well to the use of mixed methods statistical approaches. As part of the data analysis stage, it is important to use others to reduce subjectivity and improve reflexivity and transparency. Using others allows the researchers to ensure that their findings are valid, credible, and easy to interpret. Researchers stay close to the data and describe the data using the individual's exact words. It is also described as low inference interpretations, where findings result in an easier consensus among other researchers. This is done through descriptive validity, where the researcher provides an accurate account of the events based on the individual's interview, and through interpretive validity, where the researcher accurately interprets the meaning of the event. The outcome of qualitative description study is a description of the data that is organized in a way that fits the data. This may be chronological, order of prevalence, progressive focusing, or describing the same event from multiple perspectives. The summaries provided through qualitative description are the primary endpoint for the study, but can also be viewed as the entry point for future research that could be conducted based on these summaries. I hope this has provided you with a brief, clear overview of qualitative description. If you have further questions, here are some references that describe the theoretical and philosophical approaches, samples used during research, data collection, data analysis, and the outcome of the study in more detail. Thank you.